Jalasi and welcome. As we gather here tonight, I would like to begin by acknowledging we are in Jabuktu, also known as Halifax, in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I offer this welcome as a reminder of the land we are on and the responsibility we share to honor it and those that have been the caretakers for over 14,000 years. In Mi'kmaq culture, we are all connected to the earth, sky, water, and each other through a deep respect for this sacred land and everything it offers. This land has always been a place of gathering, a place of community, for kinship, and for stewardship. As the Mi'kmaq people have traditionally come together to support and care for each other, so too does this new council as they take on the important role of leadership and caring for our community. As you are new council members, take your oaths tonight. Know that you are stepping into a responsibility deeply rooted in trust and respect. In Mi'kmaq teachings, we understand that land is more than just a resource. It is our teacher, our healer, and our relative. Just as you are called to care for the people of Halifax, you are also entrusted with caring for Mi'kma'ki, its lands, and its waters. This stewardship is not only about protection, but about creating a place for Mi'kmaq culture and all cultures to thrive, and where future generations can come together to find health, culture, and spirit. The Mi'kmaq have always recognized the strength that comes from diversity and the collaboration of our communities. May this council reflect that strength by bringing together their perspectives, voices, and hearts in a spirit of unity. Today is not only about new beginnings, but it is also about recognizing the legacies that have brought us here today, acknowledging the truth of this land, and committing to a shared future of reconciliation, respect, and unity for all. As you take your place with the new Halifax Regional Council, may you carry with you the wisdom of Mi'kma'ki. May you remember that every decision you make impacts this land, its waters, and most importantly, its people. And may you walk this path with open minds and open hearts, guided by the principles that honor this place and all who call it home. Brawley, and thank you.
Good evening. As our municipality endeavors to identify and eradicate anti-Black racism, including the historical impacts, there's an importance to affirm the history and depth of the African Nova Scotian people. An African Nova Scotian affirmation upholds a way of recognizing African Nova Scotians' teachings, resilience, and unwavering strength, and how they inspire us, providing a necessary historical stronghold that reminds us of victories achieved among challenges. From their earliest presence to the present, we humbly celebrate and distinguish the African Nova Scotians are an integral founding members and distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched our province of Nova Scotia for over 400 years. They left an enduring mark on our community by shaping our rich history and our vibrant culture. Drawing upon the wisdom of an African proverb, we recognize that our strength is rooted in the collective triumphs of our ancestors. We are guided by their enduring spirit as we still face contemporary challenges. So together, let us build upon the legacy of our ancestors, drawing strength from their lived experiences. In this space, we commit to honoring the rich contributions of people of African descent, fostering a community that celebrates and strives for inclusion, diversity, equality, and a united future. Thank you.
Salut tout le monde. Les Acadiens ont fondé le premier établissement permanent en Amérique du Nord sur cette terre qui deviendra plus tard la Nouvelle-Écosse. Le peuple acadien contribue depuis plus de 400 ans à la vitalité économique, culturelle et sociale de notre province. Nous reconnaissons que l'identité du peuple acadien se définit par son histoire, sa langue, sa culture et ses coutumes. Il est aussi important de reconnaître que le peuple acadien occupe une place essentielle au sein de la communauté francophone de la municipalité régionale de Halifax, qui se compose de plus de 14 000 francophones et de près de 50 000 personnes pouvant parler le français. So I'm gonna go do it in English. The Acadians founded the first permanent settlement in North America on this land that would later become Nova Scotia. The Acadian people have contributed to the economic, cultural, and social vitality of our province for more than 400 years. We recognize that the identity of the Acadian people is defined by its history, its language, its culture, and its customs. It's also important to recognize that the Acadian people occupy an essential place within the Halifax Regional Municipality's Francophone community, which is made up of over 14,000 Francophones and nearly 50,000 people who can speak French. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm pleased to welcome you to the 2024 swearing-in ceremony for Halifax Regional Council. My name is Kathy O'Toole, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer of the Halifax Regional Municipality. Thank you to Jared Watton, our Outreach and Research Coordinator for Indigenous Services, for the Mi'kmaq welcome, and to Tamar Pryor-Brown, our Senior Advisor, African Nova Scotian Affairs Integration Office, and to Sam Wade, the President, Conseil Communautaire du Grand Havre, for providing the African Nova Scotian Affirmation and the Acadian Affirmation. In a few moments, the Chief Justice of Nova Scotia, elected mayor and members of Regional Council, along with members of an honor guard, will enter the room, at which point I will ask you to rise and remain standing. As we wait, I'd kindly remind you to please turn off your cell phones or place them on silent mode. So this is an official meeting, the first official meeting of Halifax Regional Council to do the swearing in. So thank you, and I now call the meeting to order to let the ceremony begin. Please rise, and I ask that the Sergeant at Arms bring in the procession. That incredible drumming you just heard was from the Drummers from Home. They are a unique collective of individuals who have come together out of their love of African and world beat rhythms. Over the years, the group has developed a unique chemistry and work hard to incorporate the various backgrounds and personalities of the players. Tonight, we were blessed to have Khalifa Hamilton, Ayo Aladejebi, Sobaz Benjamin, and last but certainly not least, Wayne Hamilton, who is the last founding member of Drummers from Home. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the arrival of His Honor, the Honorable Arthur LeBlanc, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, and Her Honor, Mrs. Patsy LeBlanc. I'm pleased to introduce Muin Paul, Cultural Facilitator, Mi'kmaq Native Friendship Center, who will perform the honor song. We kindly request no photos be taken during the performance. After the honor song, please remain standing for the playing of O Canada. Thank you. You may be seated. The work of municipal government has a direct and meaningful impact on our communities. Events like this serve as an affirmation of our collective commitment to our residents. Our overarching mission is to make a difference in the communities that we serve. Municipal governments are on the front line of public service. There are many benefits that come from having such a direct impact on our residents' daily lives, but we also face a unique set of responsibilities and challenges. Please turn your attention to the screens for a video about the important work we do in public service and why it matters.
Public service is like a road. It weaves through our communities, enriching the lives of those who live there. As municipal employees, we connect residents to important programs and services. We keep them safe, we provide direction, we create opportunities for quality moments, and we help them get where they're going. The work we do is foundational, and that makes it all the more rewarding. Every day, we see the direct impact we have on our friends, families, colleagues, and neighbors. It's a responsibility that we don't take lightly, and it's why we're motivated to succeed. Our mission is to build a strong economy, safe, inclusive communities, and a sustainable future for generations to come. The path isn't always straightforward. Sometimes we blaze our own trail, but we always strive to make our region the best it can be. We're a diverse team making a difference in the Halifax region every day. We take pride in the work we do because it's our home too, and we're driving our future together.
Welcome to our diverse team. I will now introduce the esteemed guests here with us today. If you want to stand or wave for a moment when I say your name, please do so. I know we have at least one representative from the provincial government here. I believe I saw Steve Craig walk in, MLA and former HRM councillor. I'm not sure if we have any other elected officials from provincial or federal government. If you are here, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we will move on. We have the Honourable Chief Justice Michael J. Wood, Chief Justice of Nova Scotia, who will be swearing in the elected mayor and members of Halifax Regional Council. We also have Mike Savage, our outgoing mayor of the Halifax Regional Municipality. Our Sergeant at Arms, Boyd McKenzie. The drummers from home, who I've already introduced. We have an honor guard with us, comprised of members of Halifax Regional Police, Halifax Fire and Emergency Services, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We also have members of the Union Fire Club Pipes and Drums, and Mr. Gary Logan, Senior Political and Economic Specialist with the United States Department of State. He's representing the Consul General of the United States of America. So they've got exciting things going on in America tonight too. So I really appreciate that Mr. Logan has taken time out of his schedule to come to tonight's event. Speaking of exciting things, we also have Andrew Atherton, our Municipal Auditor General. I'm an accountant by trade, and we're rarely described as being exciting, so when I get the opportunity to do an exciting introduction for a fellow accountant, I like to do that. We also have some key leaders from our partner organizations. We have Don Mosier, who is the RCMP Superintendent, Senior Operations Officer for the Halifax Regional Detachment. Osa Cashin, who's the Chief Librarian and CEO of Halifax Public Libraries, who's hosting us here tonight. Thank you, Osa. Kenda McKenzie, who is the General Manager and Acting CEO of Halifax Water. And we also have almost all of the members of the municipality's executive leadership team. If you would just raise your hands, I won't name you all, but it would be nice for people to see that you're here. Thank you. I now ask that the returning officer, Ian McLean, come forward and call out the names of those declared elected as members of Halifax Regional Council.
Thank you. It is my privilege as returning officer for the Halifax Regional Municipality and under the provisions of the Municipal Elections Act to hereby declare the following elected. For the office of Mayor, Andy Fillmore. For the office of Councillor, District 1, Waverley, Fall River, Musquodoboit Valley, Kathy Daigle-Gammon. For the office of Councillor, District 2, Lawrencetown, The Lakes, Chesapeake, Eastern Shore, David Andrew Hensby. For the office of Councillor, District 3, Dartmouth South, Woodside, Eastern Passage, Becky Kent. For the office of Councillor, District 4, Cole Harbour, Preston, Westfall, Cherrybrook, Trish Purdy. For the office of Councillor, District 5, Dartmouth Centre, Sam Austin. For the office of Councillor, District 6, Dartmouth East, Burnside, Tony Ilio Mancini. For the office of Councillor, District 7, Halifax South, Downtown, Laura Elizabeth Creelman White. For the office of Councillor, District 8, Halifax Peninsula North, Virginia Lynn Hinch. For the office of Councillor, District 9, Halifax West Armdale, Sean Philip Cleary. For the office of Councillor, District 10, Halifax Bedford Basin West, Catherine Morse. For the office of Councillor, District 11, Spryfield Sambro Loop, Patricia Cuttle. For the office of Councillor, District 12, Timberley, Beachville, Clayton Park, Wedgwood, Janet Elizabeth Steele. For the office of Councillor, District 13, Prospect Road, St. Margaret's, Nancy Hartling. For the office of Councillor, District 14, Hammond Plains, Upper Hammonds Plains, Lucasville, Middle and Upper Sackville, John A. Young. For the office of Councillor, District 15, Lower Sackville, Beaverbank, William J. Gillis. And for the office of Councillor District 16, Bedford Wentworth, John A. J. St. Amand. Now ask the Chief Justice to approach the other podium. Mayor-elect, councillors-elect, I will invite you to come forward as I call your name to take your oath of allegiance and your oath of office. So, Mayor Andy Fillmore. I will now be inviting outgoing Mayor Mike Savage, Mr. Mayor, to come to the stage and present the mayor with the chain of office.
Right. Mayor Fillmore, I would ask you to read the oath of allegiance and office.
Thank you, Chief Justice. I might have to borrow the Chief Justice's eyeglasses to read this. No. I, Andy Fillmore, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I duly am qualified as required by law for the office of Mayor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Mr. Savage, would you do the honors? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Does this stay on now for It stays on for 4 years.
Councillor District 1, Waverley, Fall River, Musquodoboit Valley, Kathy Daigle-Gammon.
Okay. I, Kathy Daigle-Gammon, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other execution of the duties of my office. It's a long name.
Let's go around the front here.
Counselor, District 2, Lawrencetown, The Lakes, Chesapeake, Eastern Shore, David Andrew Hensby.
I, David Andrew Hensby, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Halifax Regional Councillor on the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly and faithfully and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability. And I have not and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office, so help me God.
Step aside.
Counselor, District 3, Dartmouth South, Woodside, Eastern Passage, Becky Kent.
He was smart. He was smart.
I, Becky Kent, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. I swear to God.
Get you to sign.
Thank you.
Counselor, District 4, Cole Harbour, Preston, Westfall, Cherrybrook, Trish Purdy.
You can take the oath of office, Counselor, so you can do the if you wish.
Is that with the Bible? I, Trish Purdy, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to the law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially, is that feedback?
truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or award or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. So help me God. Thank you.
Counselor, District 5, Dartmouth Center, Sam Austin.
Would you take the oath of office, Counselor? Yes. This is a better size to see.
I, Sam Austin, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors, according to law, and that I am duly qualified, as required by law, for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Counselor, District 6, Dartmouth East, Burnside, Tony Elio Mancini.
Take the oath of office, Counselor. We have it in larger print if you prefer.
Thank you. I, Tony Elio Mancini, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received or will not receive any payments or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. Don't mess my hair.
Congratulations.
Counselor, District 7, Halifax South, Downtown, Laura Elizabeth Creelman White.
I'd ask you to take the oath of office, Counselor.
Okay.
And if you wish, we have it in larger print.
Sure. I, Laura Elizabeth Creelman White, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Signature there.
Thank you.
And I'll do my bit. Medallion of Office. There you go. We'll press it. Slide over here for the picture.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Councillor District 8, Halifax Peninsula North, Virginia Lynn Hinch.
I'd ask you to take the oath of office, Councillor.
Yes.
And if you wish, we can have it in slightly easier print to read.
Okay. I, Virginia Lynn Hinch, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and abilities, and that I have not received, will not receive any payment, reward, or promises thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Sign there and there.
Here,
Yes, up there.
there,
And over there.
thank you. Can't sign properly.
I'll do my bit. There's your medallion.
Councillor District 9, Halifax West Armdale, Sean Philip Cleary.
Councillor, would you take the oath of office? I, Sean Philip Cleary, affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Counselor, District 10, Halifax, Bedford Basin West, Catherine Morse.
Would you please take the oath of office?
I, Catherine Morse, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I've been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Congratulations.
Counselor, District 11, Spryfield, Sambro Loop, Patricia Cuttle.
Counselor, would you take the oath of office, please? Most people perform.
Thank you. I, Patricia Cuttle, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
If you would be so kind as to sign there.
Counselor, District 12, Timberley, Beachville, Clayton Park, Wedgwood, Janet Elizabeth Steele.
Counselor, would you read your oath of office, please?
I, Janet Elizabeth Steele, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Just sign as well.
Counselor, District 13, Prospect Road, St. Margaret's, Nancy Hartling.
Congratulations. Would you please read the oath of office, Counselor?
I, Nancy Hartling, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. Curse of being left-handed.
Don't go away.
Counselor, District 14, Hammonds Plains, Upper Hammonds Plains, Lucasville, Middle, and Upper Sackville, John A. Young.
Would you read the oath of office, Counselor?
Yes. I, John A. Young, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty the King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received or will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partially or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
I'll get you to sign there and there.
Okay.
Thank you. Your medallion of office. Thank you. Congratulations.
Counselor, District 15, Lower Sackville, Beaverbank, William J. Gillis.
Would you read the oath of office, Counselor?
Thank you.
I, William J. Gillis, do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law. And now that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and I will truly, faithfully, impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties to my office.
My bit. Medallion of office. All right, congratulations. Go ahead.
And Councillor District 16, Bedford Wentworth, John A.J. St. Armand.
Would you read the oath of office, please?
I, John St. Amand, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Get you to sign there and there.
Thank you. Please join me in welcoming His Honor, the Honorable Arthur J. LeBlanc, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, to give remarks.
Well, it's the first time. Your Worship, members of council, and family members. Chief McLean, Superintendent Moser, Deputy Chief Melton, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and friends. As the King's representative in Nova Scotia, it's an honor to join you this evening for the swearing-in of the recently elected Halifax Regional Municipal Council. À titre de représentant du roi Nouvelle-Écosse, j'ai le plaisir et l'honneur de me joindre à vous ce soir pour la prestation de serment du Conseil de la municipalité régionale d'Halifax, récemment élue. Gelasi. It is an honor to witness this evening's swearing-in ceremony, as each of you have taken on significant responsibilities of leadership within the regional municipality. This moment marks the beginning of a new chapter for HRM, one that is filled with hope, ambition, and a shared commitment to the well-being of our diverse communities. I congratulate each of you on your election and the trust that has been placed in you by residents. Some of you, of course, are returnees, and some of you I've known for some time, but I wish all of you a giant welcome. To serve as an elected office holder is both a great honor and a profound responsibility. It requires vision, dedication, and a steadfast commitment to the public good. The decisions you make will impact the lives and work for those people who work and live in this region for generations to come. I encourage you to continue fostering a spirit of collaboration and inclusion. Our municipality is enriched by its diversity, whether in background, culture, or perspective. This council chamber is a place, I should say, the council chamber in which you will work. You will hear every voice, and every voice that you hear deserves to be heard. And every idea should be thoughtfully considered as you work together to shape the future of this part of Nova Scotia. Halifax and the broader community of HRM is known for its resilience and its deep-rooted sense of community. It has weathered challenges with grace and stood strong in the face of adversity. And in your role as leaders, you have the opportunity to build upon this strength by advancing initiatives that promote economic growth, environmental sustainability, and social equity for all. As Lieutenant Governor, I am proud to witness this occasion, as it serves as a reminder of the democratic values that underpin our society, the ideals of service, representation, and the pursuit of a positive future for all. I have no doubt that the people of HRM will be well served by your collective wisdom, dedication, and compassion. Oui, je suis fier d'assister ce soir à cet événement remarquable. Elle nous rappelle les valeurs démocratiques qui sous-tendent notre société, les idéaux de service, de représentation et de recherche d'un avenir positif pour tous. Je ne doute pas que les habitants de cette municipalité régionale seront bien servis par votre sagesse, votre dévouement et votre compassion. Et j'adresse mes sincères félicitations au maire Fillmore et à chacun des conseillers. J'ai hâte de voir les changements positifs que vous apporterez à notre communauté et je vous souhaite beaucoup de succès dans les mois et les années à venir. I offer to you your worship and to each councillor all my most sincere congratulations. And I look forward to seeing the positive changes that you will bring to this community and wish you every success in the months and years ahead. So thank you, merci, Malaliak.
Thank you. And we would now like to call Mayor Fillmore forward for his first speech as mayor of the Halifax Regional Municipality.
Well, my goodness me. I say this chain weighs about as much as the weight I lost knocking on doors this summer, so I'm flush again. I'm made whole. Your Honors, Chief Justice Michael Wood, past Mayor Mike Savage, Kathy O'Toole, department heads, colleagues, families, friends, and guests, let me just say what an honor it is to stand before you tonight with your new council and address you as your new mayor. I want to reflect for a moment and thank the Honor Guard. I want to acknowledge the wonderful greetings we had from the Acadian, the Mi'kmaq, and the African Nova Scotian community, the incredible drummers from home, and if there was ever a reminder of the rich and beautiful cultural tradition of this land, we were reminded of it tonight. So thank you to all of you. Thank you, Your Honors Arthur and Patsy LeBlanc, for your 7 remarkable years of service and friendship. We look forward to what comes next for you. Chief Justice Michael Wood, thank you for administering the oath of office 17 times tonight. Very well done. You know, some people in the audience may have it memorized by now. I think that Councillor Hensby does as the longest serving member. Number 10. And as Councillor Hensby took the venerable Bible from beneath the podium and placed it on top, Councillor Cleary said that Bible was new when Councillor Hensby started. So nice to be with you as well, my wonderful colleagues. CIO Kathy O'Toole, thank you for running a very good show tonight here, and I look forward to resuming our work together that's been on break for about 12 years, and we're going to get back to that, and it's going to be wonderful. Thank you also to the team at this magnificent Halifax Central Library, OSA, you and your team, for your expert hosting this evening. This building, this incredible jewel in the heart of our city, is a reminder of what we can do together when we come together with purpose. I think there's no bounds to what we can do, so thank you to the library as well. Now, as you can imagine, my colleagues and I are feeling an awful lot of gratitude tonight, so I'd like to begin with some thanks and some acknowledgments. To start with, to the 15 mayoral candidates and 47 council candidates who were not elected, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your courage, thank you for your hard work, and for your dedication to our community, and I know that you'll find other ways to serve. To the past councillors who did not return in this election, either by choice or by ballot, I offer sincere thanks to each of you on behalf of a grateful municipality for your years of service as well. I offer deep thanks to every single volunteer who worked on every single of the 79 election campaigns in this election, many of whom are in the room tonight. Thank you, thank you. Democracy in Canada works because of volunteers, and my colleagues and I are all here because of you. And on this note, I wish also to thank everyone who voted for this in this election as well. So thank you. And if you'll allow me, I have to offer a special thanks to my dear friend, my campaign manager for 4 elections now, and the new chief of staff in the mayor's office, the indomitable Joanne McRae. Joanne, give a wave. There she is. Now, HRM is blessed with a remarkably talented public service. They not only ran this election, thank you, Ian, or wherever I've lost you in the room now, but they also ran the city while this election was underway. I can't wait to work with all of you, along with the council colleagues, so thank you for all that you're doing as well. Tremendous thanks. This brings us to Mike Savage, who seems to have left the building. Mayor Savage has left the building, but perhaps this thanks will get back to him one way or another. This evening, Mike Savage relinquished this remarkable chain of office after 12 incredible years during which our capital city has grown and changed in ways that we only could have imagined a decade or 2 ago. And I'll share with you that in 2012, when Mike was first running to become the mayor of HRM, he visited me to discuss planning matters because I had just finished 8 years in the HRM planning department. And looking at the city now, I believe that Mike listened well that day, I must say. And I was able to turn that around. In 2015, when I was first running to become the Member of Parliament for Halifax, I reached out to Mike to discuss parliamentary matters, as he himself had just finished serving 7 years in Canada's House of Commons. And Mike, I think if you're listening somewhere, if you look at the city now, I hope that you think that I listened well to you as well. Mike's collaborative leadership style, his ability to connect with people no matter who they are or where they came from, his tireless promotion of Halifax on the world stage, his legendary humor, all of that, all of who he is, all of how Darlene supported him is now who Halifax is and a part of who Halifax is. And so we thank you. And I know that all of us wish Mike and Darlene the very best in their next adventure down the hill in Government House. So congratulations to Mike and Darlene. And for my final thanks, on behalf of the council, I want to take a moment to recognize our first responders, members of the Halifax Regional Police Force, members of the Halifax Fire, Emergency Health Services, and members of the Canadian Armed Forces and veterans that are in the room tonight. Thank you. Thank you to all the Haligonians who have served in uniform. Thank you to all the Haligonians who are serving in uniform, and to the families that support you. Thank you. Thank you all. Well, dear friends, I have to tell you, I've never been more optimistic about the future of HRM than I am right now. The world has discovered us. People want to be here. They want to be in our city. We're growing by leaps and bounds. Families are relocating here. Businesses are moving here from across Canada and around the world. Businesses are choosing to start up here. Investment is flowing in. And now, admittedly, we are experiencing growing pains. But the problems of growth can be managed and are always preferable to the challenges of stagnation. And I have to say also that the hard work of so many people here in Halifax, in government at all orders, the not-for-profit sector and in the private sector, because of that work, it means that we're building more homes more quickly than we ever have before. We're seeing tiny homes and enhanced shelters coming online at a faster and faster pace, and the construction of subsidized and affordable housing is moving quickly as well. And all three orders of government are focused on bringing an end, a compassionate end, to the era of encampments here in HRM. There is, of course, a tremendous amount of work to do, and while I'm an eternal optimist, I'm also a realist, and I'm also a city planner, and so I know in here that the best days of HRM lie ahead of us. We're all here to improve our entire municipality, to make the capital of Nova Scotia the very best place that it can be. That is the objective that we all share, and I know that you share that objective as well. There are 8 new faces around the council chamber this year, including my own. We're very fortunate to have 9 returning veteran councilors to whom I know us new guys can turn to for advice and counsel, and I'm so glad to see that that very generous teaching and that very eager learning is already underway. And still, the fact that just about half the faces around the table are new is a clear indication that this is a time of change in HRM. Our municipality is different today than it was in 2020, different than it was in 2016, and certainly in 2012, and the world is much different as well. And so the challenges and the opportunities facing HRM today are different. And I know that returning and new councilors alike heard in doorways and at barbecues and at events and in conversations in the grocery aisles over the summer and into the fall, as I did, that the focus of our work must be housing and homelessness, traffic and roadway congestion, public transit and affordability and inclusivity. In other words, we've all been hired to improve where we live, how we get around, and to make sure that both are accessible to everyone. 2 weeks after the fateful day of the Halifax explosion, with the wreckage of the city still smoldering under a blanket of fresh snow, a poster began to appear in boarded-up windows across the city. And it read, "We shall never rebuild Halifax unless everyone works." And I know that that's what this council is here for. That's what I'm here for, to work together every single day to build the best HRM that we possibly can, to build on the work that came before. And I just want to finish by saying thank you all so very much for being a part of tonight. Thank you for your kind attention. And my friends, let's get to work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of the municipality and our employees, I'd like to take this opportunity to formally welcome and congratulate Regional Council. These 17 community members have put themselves forward to represent our region and our residents over the next 4 years. I'd like to formally thank the family and friends who have supported the candidates, and I want you to know that the staff of the municipality will do our best to support and take care of your family members. We will take their security seriously, we will take their psychological health and safety seriously, and we will support them in trying to achieve the objectives for their district and for regional council as a whole. A new council always brings diverse perspectives and fresh ideas that will shape our priorities as a municipal government. With the previous experience of some returning councillors, as well as more women on council than ever before, I'm confident that we're set up for success. It's exciting to see our region grow and change, and we must grow and change with it. We must continuously adapt to evolving circumstances and prioritize investments to navigate complicated social, economic, and environmental issues. Addressing these challenges requires proactive leadership, strategic planning, innovative solutions, and collaboration. With that, let us be guided by a sense of purpose that is greater than ourselves, and never lose sight of the responsibility that comes with the trust placed in us by those who we serve. The team and I look forward to working with you and providing our expertise and recommendations to support you in your decision-making. Together with your leadership, we'll continue to work towards building a brighter future. Thank you to everyone in attendance here today, including those who have joined us online. We are now adjourned. Please stand and remain standing for the playing of God Save the King. Thank you, and please remain standing for the departure of His Honor, the Honorable Arthur LeBlanc, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, and Her Honor, Mrs. Patsy LeBlanc. Please remain standing as the Honor Guard and the Mayor and members of Council depart the room in accompaniment of the Union Fire Club pipes and drums.
Pipes and drums. By the right. Quick, march.
Thank you. This concludes the swearing-in ceremony. Invited guests are kindly asked to join us behind stage for a private reception beginning shortly. Mr. Sergeant at Arms has proceeded. Thank you.